about your testimony about May 25th of 2020. You were out for a walk because it was your day off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Sorry. You're out for a walk, and you're walking you're walking westbound on 38th Street, and you see the lights, and you said it's not uncommon to see lights there.
In my neighborhood, not on that corner, but in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Or in the city.
Right. Okay. And as you walked what would be the southeast corner of 38th in Chicago, you heard a woman yelling that they are killing him, right?
Right.
And so you did this kind of circle loop to visualize and see what was going on, right? And at the point that you came on scene, Mr. Floyd was already on the ground, right?
Correct.
And Mr. Floyd, you saw what your memory told you was 4 police officers on him, right?
Correct.
But you now know that it was 3, right?
Correct.
And I think you made some reference about why you videotaped, because our memories are fallible,
Correct.
right? And again, a stressful situation can impact your memory, right?
Absolutely. That's why we're lucky it was videotaped.
Right. It's also fair to say that once you kind of came, you first talked to Officer Tao, and you said that you identified yourself as a Minneapolis firefighter, right?
Correct.
And Officer Tao asked you to step onto the curb, and you did that,
Correct.
right? And you would agree that when you first arrived on scene, your own personal, I'm just talking about you personally, your own personal demeanor was much more calm.
Correct.
And as you were there between 8:26 and 8:30, so in about those 4 minutes, you would agree that your own demeanor got louder and more frustrated and upset.
Frustrated, I'm not sure is the word I would use.
Angry?
More desperate.
And you called the officers a bitch, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got quite angry after Mr. Floyd was loaded into the ambulance, and there was no point in trying to reason with them anymore because they had just killed somebody.
So in terms of the time that you were there, you have no idea what those officers were doing on the side of the car, right?
The officers that I couldn't see from my vantage point, is that what you're asking?
Right. You
Right,
don't know what they were doing.
I couldn't see the 2 junior officers, except for maybe like their shoulders up.
And so it's fair to say you don't know what they were doing.
Correct.
You don't know what they were talking about.
The 2 of them, no.
And there was, again, you described a fairly large crowd, 10, 12 people that were all in that general area.
Mm-hmm.
And several people were yelling, right?
Right.
And some people were yelling louder than others, right?
Right.
And a lot of people were saying things like, "Get off of him," right?
Right.
And a lot of people, you yourself, were saying, "I want to know what his pulse is,"
Yeah.
right? And some people were swearing.
Absolutely.
And would you describe other people's demeanors as upset or angry?
I don't know if you've seen anybody be killed, but it's upsetting.
The answer is
Yes, I was just going to object, Your Honor.
as argumentative.